Welcome everyone, it's the Best Bet show. We're going to be going to La Liga, Bundesliga, and not Serie A. Serie A, no more until gone April. I bet you wished, number one, obviously this is number one, I bet you wish that La Liga was postponed for a bit.
Oof, has been hard a few weeks for me. The teams have been inconsistent, almost all of them, except Real Sociedad. Inconsistent, sorry.
See, I'll help you, don't worry.
Maybe also La Liga will be suspended. They're saying that probably tomorrow will be confirmed, but all rumors, of course. In the meantime, we keep on betting.
They do, La Liga B and La Liga C, already gone, finished, no more.
Really?
Yeah, no more.
So second division and first division at the moment.
Yeah, and obviously we're just waiting on La Liga. Martin, this coronavirus is starting to really take grip of the sporting world.
Sure is, yeah. Just working on an article about it for Sportsbook Review now. Lots and lots of different events being cancelled. I'm quite surprised to see the Cheltenham Festival going ahead right now, actually. But yeah, cancellations, games played behind closed doors. It's could have a real impact upon sports betting, sports books, the whole sports betting industry. Really, hopefully we're gonna get over it soon. But I think there's going to be a lot more pain ahead.
Yeah, the funny thing is, and it's not as in funny, ha, but the British mentality, yes, they've had diagnosis, yes, they've had deaths, and as you say at Cheltenham, there's over 100,000 people crammed in closer than me and number one, and not one face mask in sight.
No, it's a certain British way of doing things, I guess. They're all going to be jumping up and down, hugging each other, drinking beer, drinking champagne, spreading germs around like no man's business. Probably not the best way to contain a virus when there's classrooms being shut down and stuff. But the show must go on, I guess. They say there's about 60% chance of the Grand National being cancelled now. Talking about pushing the Olympics back. I think it's just taking people a bit of time to get to grips with how serious this situation is. And I do believe we're going to see a lot more cancellations soon. Really interested to see what's going to happen in Serie A. But looks like we're going to get La Liga going for now. Whether that's going to be the case until the end of the season, I'm not sure. What with the Euros coming up, could cause all sorts of problems.
Yeah, 11 a.m. tomorrow morning, La Liga sits with the government. So we're not guaranteed to actually get La Liga this weekend. They were talking about 100% being behind closed doors, but those football matches that rely on the cities, they're expecting to be cancelled. So anyway, let's crack on as if there was nothing going on in the world other than football. I'm going to start with you, Martin. Real Madrid 1.25, which is minus 400. Draw 6.5, which is plus 550. And Eibar, last week's trap at 1.68. 13.0 plus 1200.
Yeah, I think you have to go with Real Madrid for this one. I'm not going too crazy with my stakes. Just like number one said, I'm not really enjoying betting on La Liga right now. Premier League has been a lot kinder to me. Doing pretty well there, but I'm definitely struggling with Spain. So I'm going to keep my stakes down. I'm just going to keep this one simple and go for a Real Madrid win. You get a bit of value by putting the under 4.5 goals in as well. Eibar aren't really playing like they were last season or the term before that when they were involved in lots of high-scoring games. But yeah, I think under 4.5 goals, Real Madrid to win, 1.67.
Okay, and just be careful with your mic, please, Martin, because you're obviously moving your hands around or you're doing something. It sounds like you're in a wind tunnel.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we didn't hear any of that up until Real Madrid under 4.5 at 1.67. And some people will say that's all we wanted to hear. Number one?
I was going the same direction as Martin.
Of course you was. Yeah, of course you was.
Yeah, we're connected.
Yeah.
Even though coronavirus, everything.
I don't need Martin being connected to you at the minute. Jeez, I need one of you hot.
But I'm doing a little bit of a twist. Playing at home, Real Madrid hasn't lost against Eibar in 6 encounters. And the last 6 games went over 2.5 goals. So my pick is Real Madrid over 2.5 at 1.70.
So is that Real Madrid to score 3 goals? Or is it just Real Madrid and to win?
Or Real Madrid to win and the game over 2.5.
Oh, okay, I
so
got
it can
you.
be 3-1.
Yeah,
2-1.
yeah, we're happy with that.
And
4-0.
that will be a minus 140. At American
Okay, yeah,
odds.
1.75. I'm happy with that. Okay, Martin. Celta Vigo 2.31, which is plus 131. Draw 3.5, which is plus 250. And Villarreal 3.4, plus 240. Looks like both teams to score.
Could well be, yes. Both teams going strong in front of goal. Can you hear me okay now?
Yes. Yes. If we couldn't hear you, I wouldn't have interrupted you.
Very strange that. Not sure what was going on there. Apologies for anyone that didn't hear me waxing lyrical about the mighty Real Madrid. Yeah, Celta Vigo are much improved lately. I think momentum is really important at this time of year. They've always been better than their league position suggests, and they look like they're perfectly capable of getting themselves out of trouble. Could well be a both teams to score game just because of the very nature of the tactical plan that Villarreal put in place. They pour forward, they leave gaps at the back. But I'm pretty sure that Celta Vigo are going to get a result in this one. So sticking with the strategy of not going too crazy, Celta Vigo draw no bet for me at 1.7.
Yep, you're certainly not going crazy, but hey, if it wins, it wins. Okay, here we go. Never seen you looking so lovely as you did tonight. That's number one. Singing to Sevilla at 1.88 minus 114. Draw 3.85 plus 285. And Real Betis 4.4 plus 340. She sucked you in again.
Yes, she did. Sevilla gave me a win last weekend against Atletico Madrid. A fantastic game, a 2-2 draw. Both teams score. I was happy with it. I don't care if Sevilla wins or loses. As long as they score goals, I'm happy with it. Betis is a team that they do score goals. In fact, the 5 of the last 6 games between each other, both teams score. So my pick is both teams to score at 1.7 at minus 140. So I don't care who wins, to be honest.
Yep, we just
Maybe
don't want
let's hope Betis wins. Let's hope Betis wins. Go to hell, Sevilla. At least score a goal.
You know, you've said that like when you're down the pub with your mates because she can't hear you. You know, as soon as you get home, it's like, "Hi, darling. Noticed I've come home early."
No, she can't hear me because she's very busy with the corona thing. So. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And she wears that mask. Okay, so no kissing. Martin, Sevilla versus Betis.
Yeah, not going to be a great deal of kissing between these two. They're fierce local rivals. Sparks often fly when they play. And they have, like Number Juan said, been involved in lots of high-scoring, exciting games recently. Neither side is particularly good at the back. Both teams are pretty good going forward. I'm expecting a good game in this one. So I am singing from the same hymn sheet. Both teams to score 1.7.
Wow, you two are connected. Number Juan now. Real Sociedad 1.64, minus 157, draw 4.2, which is 320. And Osasuna 6.0, which is plus 500. How have you, I take it Sociedad are going to win this game?
Yes.
And how are they going to win?
Real Sociedad has been great. The last game against Barcelona, let's be honest, the VAR helped Barcelona a big way. That was not a penalty, in my opinion. So yeah, that was a tough game for them, but they played great. Last of the 7 games at home, they won it. So I'm expecting Real Sociedad to win. And 5 of the 6 games between each other, these two teams, Osasuna and Real Sociedad, all of them end up with under 4.5. So I'm picking Real Sociedad under 4.5 at 1.95 or minus 105 in American odds.
That's the best bet I've heard so far this week. Yeah, I like that a lot. Martin, Atletico Bilbao 3.5 plus 250, draw 3.0, which is plus 200. Atletico Madrid 2.55 plus 155. The draw at plus 200 is there for a reason.
Yeah, I think obviously Atletico Madrid are the better team out of the two of them, but it's being played in Bilbao. And I think Atletico could have a bit of a hangover from their midweek commitments. They're playing the mighty Liverpool tonight at Anfield. That's going to be a very intense game as they try to protect that 1-0 aggregate lead that they've got. Yeah, I think this is going to be quite a tight game. But I think I'm thinking that Atletico Madrid can be quite tired from their commitments. So I think Bilbao can get a result here. Could well win it. They're very strong at home. Just to be on the safe side, I'm going to go for Athletic Bilbao draw no bet at 2.36.
Yeah, nice. Atletico Madrid, obviously the better side.
Yeah.
Okay, now then, Mallorca at home, 7.7 plus 670, draw 5.0 plus 400, and Barcelona 1.44, which is minus 225, number Juan.
This a tricky game. Mallorca, they're not so bad. They're home. But I do believe Barcelona needs to take the chances. They're in the first position. They need to keep going. They need to keep steady. So I believe in Barcelona win. There's not great value on it. So I'm choosing the Asian handicap, -1 for Barcelona at 1.7 or -140. Mallorca hasn't won any of the last 6 games against Barcelona, at home or on the road, doesn't matter. And the last game, Mallorca-Barcelona won 4-2. So I'm expecting quite a few goals from Barca. Let's hope it works.
Okay, let's see. We're going to go Barcelona -1 on the Asian handicap at 1.7. Martin.
Yeah, me too. Me too. We're certainly on a wavelength. We're on different continents, but we're connected in some way here. I'm going for the same thing. I think, yeah, obviously Mallorca are difficult to play against in their own stadium, but it's going to be played without any fans. So I'm hoping that a rather sterile atmosphere is going to deprive them of some of the home advantage that they often enjoy there. And then that just makes it a game between two teams. And obviously Barcelona vastly superior in terms of quality. Even on the road, they don't have a great away record this season, but they're challenging for the title for a reason. They're the champions. Fully expect them to go there and beat Mallorca. They could easily beat them by a few goals if they put their minds to it. So I think -1 Asian handicap looks a very good way to go in that game.
Have you got a banker for me in La Liga?
Yeah, I'll probably go for that. Both teams to score in that Celta Vigo game. That's got to be a good game. Very surprised if we're in for a dull affair there.
Okay, and you went for draw no bet Celta Vigo, yeah?
Sorry, yeah, Celta Vigo draw no bet. Sevilla Betis, both teams to score. Like the look of that. That'll be my banker.
Okay, I thought it might be. And have you got a banker?
Yeah, the Real Sociedad game versus Osasuna. Real Sociedad to win, and the total games, the goals under 4.5.
Yeah, like that. Okay, that's La Liga wrapped up. Thanks, Martin. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow when we do Premier League punters. Tricky week last week. And we're not 100% sure that the Premier League is going to go ahead this weekend. Number one,
Pleasure,
get out
Flash.
the fridge and get outside where it's nice and warm.
I need a little bit of sun.
You do.
Europe needs sun now.
Yeah, you need sun. Don't worry. You need more sun than Europe needs sun. All right? Let's see if we can have a good weekend this weekend. But I certainly like Real Sociedad and under 4.5 at 1.95. Thanks, Martin. Thanks, number one.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Flash.
Okay, now we're going to go on to the Bundesliga. And Bundesliga means I've got Alex and I've got Radek. Radek, how are you, sir? How was last weekend?
Yeah, better than the weeks before. I think I made 2 out of 3, but I didn't manage to get the Radek's bet at Gladbach versus Dortmund because Gladbach was betrayed by the referee.
Rafa, I can't hear Radek.
Yeah, can't you hear me?
I can hear you, Radek. Go on. I think that the people can hear
Excellent.
you. But,
Excellent. That's all good. They've heard him at home. Fine. That's good. So I don't need to listen to you, Radek. But I saw that the
Exactly.
Radek cross went up. So that's always a good sign. Alex, how was your weekend last weekend?
Perfect. 4-1, banker in.
4-1's not perfect.
4 wins and 1 loss, and the banker was in.
But
also for me, also for Radek. We went on the same match. He went for the over 3 goals, and I went for the straight win for Leverkusen, and they destroyed and they covered the over 3 goals on their own. That was an amazing. Leverkusen are on fire. I said it also on my Twitter a few minutes ago. I think that we must enjoy this week fixtures, Europa League and the rest of the fixtures that we have, because it might be the last week of football this season with this coronavirus. I think that is a like we did last week, if you remember, Serie A, and after that it got cancelled, and we did it. We did our research. We worked for nothing. This it will happen the same with La Liga. But now in Bundesliga, with Angela Merkel announcing that 70% of the German population will get infected by this coronavirus. So yeah, don't expect too many round of fixtures in Germany, because I think that this is the last one. Hopefully, because we are expecting. I'm on a heater right now with Bundesliga, and at least this round of fixtures. Come on, give it to us.
Okay, well, let's have a look at the records, Rafa, please. Here he is. Okay, 9.9 units of profit, which is very good for Bundesliga. It's such a tough place to ply your trade. Average price of 2.02. And can I have the individual records, please? Radek, minus 4.1. That's a little bit of profit there for you last week. And Alex at 14. Going great guns, Alex, considering you were down at 8. Minus 8 at one stage. I think it may even have been 8.7. Okay, let's crack straight on, because the quicker we do this, I'm going to get to watch Liverpool versus Atletico Madrid. And I think there might be tears for the team in red. Dortmund, 1.41. Minus 243, draw 5.5, plus 450. Schalke 8.0, plus 700. Radek, where are you going?
Surprise, surprise, not for the home team, because they're playing in front of no audience, and that's a huge point Dortmund will be missing, and they are facing Paris Saint-Germain in a very tough game during the week, and so I think that it's a derby where the two teams are fighting each other, and Dortmund is always very close in games with Schalke, and that's why I like the high odds on Schalke here, and I would go Asian handicap plus 1.5 on Schalke, and the odds for that are around 1.95, I think, and yeah, that's a kind of a bet I think I wouldn't do if it was a normal game, but considering the fact that there's no audience and you don't know how the player react in this situation. So I think, Schalke can make a point in Dortmund, and I like the Asian handicap here.
Okay, that's a big call for me, Alex.
I think that I would like this bet even with the fans, because we are talking about the Revier derby, the biggest derby in Germany. Schalke always messing around with Dortmund, doesn't matter where they're playing, home and away. They took the title away from Dortmund in the previous years. I think that, to have such a derby match without fans is just very, very bad. Okay, we will watch it from TV, but it's not the same thing. Doesn't matter the match that we are watching. If you are watching the same match with fans and without fans, it's completely different. But I like that approach, and I like that the approach last week when Radek went Augsburg plus 2.5 on 2.75 on the Asian handicap against Bayern Munich, and it was a winning bet. But I prefer goals. We see a lot of goals between these two sides. Okay, last time it was 0-0, but this time around, I think that Schalke will come to surprise here. Dortmund needs this win. They are coming after the match with PSG. They are on fire. I went with them for many rounds now, and they are giving me profit week in and week out. So I must go with the over 3.5 on the Asian handicap at 2.05. I think that we should see 4 goals in this match.
Okay, I like Dortmund to win to 0. I don't think Schalke are anywhere near good enough. They're workmanlike. They'll stay in the game.
Okay, 4-0 at least.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. Well, that kills Radek. Anyway, Radek, I'm going to stay with you. Cologne 1.91, which is minus 110. Draw 4.0 plus 300. And Mainz 4.1, which is plus 310.
Yes, and we just finished the game between Gladbach and Cologne, and Gladbach win 1-1, and Cologne, yeah, they had a really good series with their new coach Gistol. They won 8 out of 10 games under their new coach, what is amazing. He took over when Cologne was almost second league, and now they are running up and up and up. And some people are even talking about Europe next year for Cologne. It would be great, but in this game, I think, it's another derby between Köln and Mainz. They're not that far away, and so I think Mainz has a chance here to take at least 1 point, and that's why I will bet on double chance Mainz. You get even better odds if you bet on Asian handicap plus 0.5, what is the same as double chance, but you get better odds, and that's why I always would prefer the Asian handicap instead of betting on double chance. But in this case, the Asian handicap plus 0.5 on Mainz is 2.0. I think an odds of 2, and I don't think this is not unrealistic. I don't think this is unrealistic.
No, okay, no problem at all, Mainz. Double chance, Cologne. Yeah, I mean, listen, they've been absolutely flying, but talking about teams that are flying, we've obviously got Leverkusen, we've got Bayern Munich, and you've got to put RB Leipzig in there. Demolished Tottenham yesterday. Cannot believe, Alex, what Tottenham did yesterday. First 6, 7, 8 minutes, they took the game to RB Leipzig, and I'm thinking, what are you doing? You have to silence them for 25 minutes, half an hour, frustrate them. Stay in the game. You're only 1 down. You might score in the 89th minute. But no, absolutely killed themselves. RB Leipzig, 1.28 minus 360. Draw 6.5, which is plus 550. And Freiburg, 14.0 plus 1300. Leipzig, they get the ball. They only think about going forward.
Yeah, they are playing an absolutely amazing attacking approach. It was unbelievable what Tottenham did yesterday. And you would expect that from an unexperienced manager, let's say. But when you are talking about Mourinho, you are expecting something else. You are thinking that he did his own homework, that he knows by heart how Leipzig will approach, how Leipzig are playing, but never from this stuff. So 0 for Jose Mourinho, no matter with how many injured players he entered in that match, that shouldn't be that their approach. Anyway, is there a problem? They got destroyed for the second time, 3-0. So RB Leipzig fighting with Bayern Munich and Dortmund. They entered this match absolutely flying, as you said, and I expect them to win this match from halftime. So I'm going RB Leipzig halftime, full-time at 1.73.
Excellent. Cheers, Alex. Radek, Union Berlin, 14.0 plus 1300. Draw 7.0 plus 600. And Bayern Munich, 1.25 minus 400. Radek, I was so close to making Bayern Munich my trap this week. So close.
Yeah, that's not. It's a point to think about, because Bayern only won the home game against Union Berlin 2-1 in October, but Niko Kovac was coach in these days. And now, until today, we didn't know if the game is in front of audience or not, because Union Berlin was planning to ignore all warnings and let all fans in this game. But during this day, they decided not to play in front of audience, so it's a ghost game, as they say in Germany, and there will be no fans in the stadium. And that's why I think Bayern Munich has a bigger advantage as they would have with the Union Berlin fans. We often mentioned it in this show that they have one of the loudest and most engaging crowds in Germany, and they will be missed in this game, and that's why I think it's a really, really good bet to go on Bayern Munich Asian handicap -2. Means Bayern has to win 2 goals more, and if they only score 2 goals more, you get back your money, and if they win with 3 goals in advantage, you win with an odd of 2.05 or something. And we're talking about Bayern Munich. I know that they're facing Chelsea next week, but they're almost in the quarterfinals because they made a good appearance in the first game in London. So I don't think that this is really a thing that will keep them from scoring. The only thing could be that they are, something like lazy and they underrate the underdog. But in a normal case, they can win this game anytime with 2 goals up front, and that's why I like this bet.
Yeah, cruise control for Bayern Munich next week in the Champions League. Alex, Werder Bremen 4.1 plus 310, draw 4.2 plus 320, and Leverkusen 1.86 minus 117.
Yeah, I mean, for Leverkusen were my banker last week, 2 weeks ago, and let's make it third in a row against Werder Bremen, who should go down this season. They have no chance if they continue like that. Yes, it was a draw match against Hertha Berlin, but Leverkusen are just another animal. They are absolutely flying at the moment. They just lost that 4th position because Gladbach won against Cologne, but I'm sure that they will try to take it back because they want to participate in Champions League next year, and they have a Champions League face. If you look at them week in and week out, they are absolutely amazing. So at 1.81 on an away win for Leverkusen is also my banker for this weekend. And a little bit about that Union Berlin Bayern Munich. I was looking, I wanted to play also this match. Thank God I didn't play it because I was going against Radek. I was thinking Union Berlin +2 at 1.85. So yeah, considering that they have no fans next to them, that's why I stayed away. But yeah, it's a trappy match, let's say. I don't know what to say. This is why I totally stayed away. Most of the matches in Bundesliga will be played behind closed doors this weekend, so don't expect too much entertainment on the field. I expect the favorites to come out as winners from most of the matches, and let's continue to check what is happening with this coronavirus. We'll have feedback for you guys every day on our Twitter handles, on SBR most of all, and see if next week we will be here, or because I also think that also the Champions League matches and the Europa League matches are in danger most of all. Like for example, Inter versus Inter versus AS Roma, Inter versus Getafe tomorrow, and Sevilla versus AS Roma are suspended because of the problems, the huge problems in Italy and Spain. I don't understand. I really don't understand how England is approaching this coronavirus with so many people, so too much crowd, because it's sold out in every single match, like in the other countries. And look, that they're coming from behind with the numbers increasing every hour, and there is nothing they are doing, nothing. I think that this is stupid because the World Health, Association declared pandemic today. This is the first day of pandemic in the world. So stay safe, people.
Radek, have you got a banker for me?
Yes, Bayern Munich, Asian handicap -2, Alex. I'm pretty sure Bayern Munich can beat any team on this planet with 2 goals in advantage, and 50% of the games, and that's why this is a sure bet.
Yeah, I think that minus Paderborn, that also in the first leg, also in the first half of the season, away and home, 3-2, the same exact score. If I remember correct, in the first half of the season, I played Bayern Munich minus 1.5 against Paderborn.
Another coach. It was Niko Kovac in this day. So now they have Hansi Flick, and Hansi Flick is an animal. He doesn't want to let Union Berlin come close to them. So we will see. I'm looking forward to.
Hansi Flick was 3 rounds ago when Bayern Munich scored in the 88th minute with Lewandowski to beat Paderborn 3-2 at home with fans.
This one, yeah. They won't win every game only close. So a big Bayern win is coming. I smell it in my nose.
There you go. And on that note, thanks Radek, thanks Alex. Good luck this weekend in Bundesliga. Prior to that, it was Martin Green and number one with Serie A. Remember, sorry, no Serie A, it was La Liga. Serie A, not until April. I'll see you again soon. Thanks Radek, thanks Alex.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Just to let you know that tomorrow morning it will be March into Madness at 9:30 Eastern Time, and then at 3:30 tomorrow afternoon Eastern Time. It will be Premier League punters with myself, with Matt and with Martin. You take care.